First and goal from the 7 to the end zone, looking for Gallup.
Andy Dalton throws it right on time, over the top.
Dalton, end zone again, sliding catch in the end zone for the touchdown by A.J. Green.
Second and goal, Dalton looking end zone, he throws. What a catch! C.D. Lamb.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. And today we're doing another Madden 21 simulation as free agency frenzy is still taking over in the NFL world. Andy Dalton, a 72 overall quarterback, signed with the Chicago Bears, who is going to be the QB1 in Chicago, replacing Mitchell Trubisky. The Mitchell Trubisky era did not work in Chicago, and he now signed with the Bills to be the backup quarterback for Josh Allen. But we're not talking about Mitchell Trubisky on this video. We're talking about Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton, he's a 72 overall quarterback. He's 32. He was the backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys last year. Was a, starter for the Cincinnati Bengals, and now he's arrived here in Chicago and is gonna try and make it work as the quarterback one in Chicago. Andy Dalton, 72 overall, normal development rate, 6'2", 220 pounds, 32 years old, has 9 years in the NFL. We're gonna see how well he will do in this Madden 21 simulation. Does he push the Bears and make them a playoff contender? We're about to find out. So let's get started here on today's episode. So let's take a look at the team. So right now it is a 79 overall, and let's see what pieces he does have around him. So Allen Robinson did just sign the franchise tag. He's a 90 overall, so that was a good decision by Chicago, franchising him and making sure he's still on the roster for the 2021 season. They also have David Montgomery, Cordell Patterson. I don't know if he's still going to be on the team, but for this simulation he is. Andy Dalton, there he is. And then they also got Nick Foles. So I guess Andy Dalton, they said he's going to be QB1. He's getting paid around $10 million a year for his 1-year deal. But we're going to see how he will do in 2 seasons in this Madden 21 simulation. So let's get started. We're going to sim midway through the season, see how well Andy Dalton does with the Chicago Bears. Guys, if you want to see more of Madden 21 simulations with the new free agents on their new teams, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if new. I would really appreciate it, and let's get started. So we're simming midway through the season, and the Bears are 3-5. That's better than I thought they would be. 3-5 with Andy Dalton as the starter. We're gonna upgrade these players for the sake of the simulation, because we want to make sure we have the best team surrounding Andy Dalton as possible. Let's see if he did go up in overall. He is still a 72 overall. So there's that. We're gonna take a look at his stats. That's what we're here for. See if his stats are decent with the Bears. They are second place in the division, and the Packers are in first, barely. He does have a great touchdown to interception ratio. If you look at it right now, he's 23 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, around 2,100 yards passing, 61 completion percentage. Not a bad start to the season for Andy Dalton. It's just not translating in enough wins for the Bears, but Nick Foles got 1 for 1, 15 yards, so not bad for him. Rushing wise, David Montgomery is the leading rusher with 3 touchdowns, around 460 yards rushing. Man, oh man, let's take a look at the receivers. Anthony Miller, surprisingly, is the leading receiver with 9 touchdowns, 600 yards receiving, and then Allen Robinson comes in second with 6 touchdowns and 500 yards. So not bad for the offense. They're just not translating the wins. I'm guessing the defense is what is making them lose games. They're just not holding the opposing offenses to less points than they're supposed to. So now we're going to send it to the playoffs, see if Andy Dalton can bring the Bears to a playoff, some playoff chances and get them all the way to the Super Bowl. I doubt it, but we'll see. They were second place in the division, and they did not make the playoffs, but we did beat the Packers last week of the season. Let's see what we finished. We did finish 8-8. There was a 3-way tie for 8-8, but the Vikings, had a better record in the division because of the games they won against NFC opponents and probably against our division. They had probably more division wins. So there was a three-way tie for 8-8. So Andy Dalton finished 8-8 in his first season. Let's see what his final season stats were. Dude, he threw for 42 touchdowns. That was second in the NFL. 9 interceptions. 4,400 yards passing. 63 completion percentage. Not bad of a season for Andy Dalton. And he did go up in overall. He's a 75. So he went up 3 overall from the start of the season. And he started at a 72. So not bad. That's actually better than I expected for Andy Dalton. But there you go, Bears fans. There's Andy Dalton in his first season for Chicago. Now we're going to see how well he would do in his second season with the offense. And see if he can take them to the promised land. Maybe just the playoffs. I don't see him going to promised land. But let's see. Alright, so we got to sim to the offseason. Make sure we re-sign some key players for Andy Dalton. Make sure we're bringing Allen Robinson back, his leading receiver. So here we go. And the Browns win the Super Bowl in a Madden 21 simulation. Not surprised. Okay. So first off, Andy Dalton progressed to a back down to 72. We're gonna have to re-sign him. We'll give him a 2-year deal. Kind of need him back because you know it's an Andy Dalton simulation. All right, there we go. We got Andy Dalton back. Allen Robinson time. Let's see. We're going to franchise him if we can't get him. Let's see if we can make the offer. And we get him. Allen Robinson does return. Anybody else? Let's just get this kicker because we need ourselves a kicker. We don't have enough cap space. I don't think we could sign him. Alright, well, we're going to see if the Bears can win with no cap space. And I'm not making any moves to free up some cap space. So we're just going to sim the next season. And then we're going to see if Andy Dalton can put together a winning season for the Chicago Bears in the second season under the offense. And we're about to find out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video and the other Madden 21 simulations on the channel. There's going to be plenty more. Tell me what simulation you guys want to see next in the comment section down below. So we are in the preseason. We're an 82 overall team now. Got to make sure Andy Dalton is starting for the sake of the simulation. I hope he is. He is. And now he's star development, surprisingly. So he went up from normal dev to star dev in the simulation, so that's a good sight to see. Allen Robinson's now a 93, so there's that. The offensive line's not bad. The right side's kind of weak, but we do have like a rookie, I guess we drafted. Defensively, we still got Khalil Mack, Eddie Goldman, Akeem Hicks. Oh, we also gotta cut this guy, Kyle Fuller. Yeah, they cut him, so that frees up some cap space, but Bears surprisingly cut Kyle Fuller and he's a free agent, so there is that. Let's see if we can go to the promised land, Super Bowl. But this time we're just going to send all the way through the season instead of midway through, just to make this video go live fast. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. It's going to be, let's see if the Bears can maybe finish above 500. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. It could happen. We don't know. About to find out here. Hopefully it does happen. That would be pretty cool. Still, what Bears fans would you think? Honestly, I think Mitchell Trubisky is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton. And there you have it. Once again, Bears missed the playoffs with Andy Dalton. And they finished 8-8 again. Let's see his stats. And this time he did not finish second in the NFL with passing touchdowns. So he went 24 touchdowns, 13 INTs, 4,000 yards passing, 61 completion percentage, 88 QBR. Let's see. He went up to a 71. He did start out the season at 70. So there you have it. There's Andy Dalton in the offense. Let's see what the rest of the offense is. 881 yards for David Montgomery, 10 touchdowns. They didn't even close 1,000 yards rushing. Our leading receiver was Jimmy Graham. And then we had Allen Robinson right behind him. He had 6 touchdowns. He didn't even get 1,000 yards. I expect more out of Allen Robinson. Let's see what overall he is. He's a 94. He's going up in overall. But the Bears just have not made the playoffs with Andy Dalton in the 2-year simulation I did here in Madden 21. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this Madden 21 simulation. And if you did, drop a like, subscribe to channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Rock Soldier 72 signing off.